Welcome aboard, everybody. Dr. Peter Glidden. Thanks so much for tuning in. Coming up in the second hour, I'm going to be talking about Valerie Harper's brain cancer and what that means to you. By the way, breaking news, the new Pope was just elected. The Argentinian Jorge Bergoglio, and I think I just really screwed up that name. In any event, 75-year-old Argentinian was just elected the new Pope, and he's taking the name Pope Francis. Breaking news. Check it out. It's all over the internets, all over the interwebs. So check it out. You heard it here first. Remember, folks, you heard it here first. Now, I'd like you to save your calls until the second or third segment of the show at the bottom of the hour. 866-582-9933 is the number to call. That's because we have a very special weekly guest back with us to talk about the longevity business opportunity, Mr. Mike Randolph. Thanks for coming, Mike. How you doing?
Unbelievable, Doc. And you know what? I did hear it here first. Thanks for the update.
There you go, right? We stay current here, baby. That's what we do. So listen, you know, I talk about the ship of fools as a good metaphor for our relationship with medicine, and that medical doctors really, they're all in the same club, and because they're all in the same club, they don't want to look outside of their club. They certainly don't want to bend the rules. They don't want to do anything new. They just want to keep doing the conventional stuff that they were taught because that's just the way that it is. Well, the same thing applies, sadly, to our relationship to our JOBs, and this is a big problem in the United States, don't you think?
It is a challenge, and like you say so many times, Doc, you know, when all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail, and people have been so conditioned that the only way to generate income, the only way to pay the bills, the only way to provide for their families is to trade their time for money. And, you know, time is such a precious, precious resource. It's the only thing we truly have of value, and we fetter it away for a few dollars, and they have us convinced that that's the way to do it. In fact, so many people, Doc, they look at their life, they look at their dreams, they look at their hopes, and they look at the price tag that's attached to that, and so many of us will divide that by what corporate America tells us we're worth, whether it's an annual salary or whether it's a weekly paycheck or an hourly wage. We'll divide that, and we could so quickly come to the conclusion, I will not live enough, I will not live long enough, there's not enough time in the day, there's not enough days in the week, months in the year, years in my life to achieve that. So they just settle. And, you know, I think some of that mindset leads to a lot of the challenges that you help people with on the health side of things. If you don't have hope, if you don't have the prospect of a great life in your future, why not, you know, let's get on a few more prescription meds and we'll just forget about it all.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? So we shrink our dreams in order to fit our budget instead of growing our budget to include our dreams. And this is what all of our neighbors do. This is what all of our classmates do. This is certainly what all of our buddies at work do. And now, you know, here come the network marketeers marching down the road. And why do you think? Because this, I talked about this yesterday with Sandy Ellsberg, right? Because I knew Dr. Wallach for 19 years before I took a jump into the network marketing waters. And the reason, because I had resistance. I had this natural built-in resistance to network marketing, and I have no idea why. I have no idea where that came from, and yet there it was. And I think that's the same with many people. What are your thoughts about why there's resistance to network marketing?
Well, because it's different. It's become unconventional. And you know what's amazing is that, you know, corporate America and advertising and media blitzing and all these ways that we're taught that you know, goods and services are distributed and purchased and sold and marketed. All these things are really relatively new inventions. TV has only been around for a few years. Radio a little bit longer. Newspapers perhaps a little bit longer than that. You don't have to go too far back in our history to the only way that goods and services were marketed and sold and distributed was through natural network marketing. you did business with who you knew, and if you needed something new, you asked around. You wanted to know who other people knew that could take care of these situations and these problems. And I'm encouraged by the fact that right now I feel kind of a renaissance coming. I think people realize that these recent inventions, this media blitzing, people have no privacy anymore. We're getting blasted from all angles. I think overall people want to go back to, the more mom and pop type shops. They want to go back to doing business with people that they know. They want relationships more than they want to save a few pennies, or more than they want to, purchase something, that was produced in some sweatshop somewhere.
Well, it's interesting. It's interesting. I also think that people are basically good and honest. And here's how I know that. I mean, just go to any city and find one of those little newspaper vending dispensers on the sidewalk, right, where you put in 50 cents or 75 cents or however much it costs you. You open the thing up. There's 100 newspapers in there. You just take one, right? You could take all of them. You could. But nobody does. People always take just one because we are inherently good and honest people. And I think that one of the other aspects of network marketing, historically, that has turned people off from it is that there are very few companies involved with network marketing that actually have decent products. Most network marketing companies don't sell the products, they sell the compensation plan. They sell the opportunity. They sell the business opportunity. Well, you get 10 people do it, and here's how much you're going to make. The product for most network marketing companies is really secondary to the business opportunity, and that goes against our kind of unconscious good man, good woman grain, because we really are decent human beings inside when you peel it all away. We really are. Republican, Democrat, that doesn't matter. We're just decent people, and we want to do the right thing. And I don't want to be involved with a company that's selling crap products. Nobody does. And I think that the landscape of network marketing, with very few exceptions, most, the companies that are involved with network marketing have been just selling stuff that's really not that great. And this is the fundamental difference, from my way of looking at it, between Longevity and every other network marketing company in the world, because honest to God, the stuff that Dr. Wallach has produced is unbelievably effective. And it is the effectiveness of the product and the hope that it generates and the real-time results in people's health that it generates that keep people coming back to this well. And that's why I think the Longevity opportunity is an unrivaled opportunity in network marketing.
I agree with you 100%. And if you just look back at the genesis of Longevity, when Dr. Wallach made the decision to market his products through a network rather than conventional corporate America, I think that very moment is what set the stage and what started Longevity on its path. He built the product first. He was on the mission to help people first. And then when he had the product, when he had the story, when he had everything that fit together that would take care of people, then he said, how am I going to get this to the masses? How do I distribute this in a way that where I'm not going to get the roadblocks from corporate America, I'm not going to get the roadblocks from traditional pharma and what has become traditional medicine. What is my best modality of getting that done? Network marketing. And there are so many companies out there, unfortunately, that fall in love with the concept of network marketing. They build a distribution model, they build a compensation system, and then when they're done with that, they go, oh, wait, we need a product to sell.
Exactly.
What are we going to do? So, the first thing that comes along, they just grab it. And if you look at the history of Longevity, I think you need to look no further to realize that at the very core, from the first, or from the most recent distributor that joined in the last 5 minutes, all the way up to our CEO and our board of directors, the quality of the product and its effect on people is what comes first. Everything else is secondary.
Yeah, it's a very what's the word, honorable company to be involved with. And from a business point of view, I mean, it's a no-brainer because, everybody's sick. Throw a stick. Whoever picks it up is sick, has a health issue. Because everybody in this country, everybody in the free world, for goodness sake, everybody living in industrialized nations has bought the song and dance of Big Pharma for the last 100 years, that your body doesn't have the ability to fix itself, that your type 2 diabetes, your high blood pressure, your fibromyalgia, your insomnia, your infertility, that's all your fault. It's a genetic problem. Oh, we don't know which gene it is, but it's a genetic problem. It's not the doctor's fault. It's your fault. Everybody's bought into this ridiculously juvenile, outdated, old-fashioned, and dangerous medical model, and because they bought into it, through no fault of their own, their health is in the crapper, and it's getting worse. It is not getting better. It is getting worse. And the United States economy is buckling under the weight of inefficient, juvenile, dangerous healthcare, which really isn't healthcare. It's just disease management. So people have the opportunity with longevity not only to align themselves with an honorable company, but also to align themselves with a company that actually has products that produce specific and measurable positive change in the bodies of the people that take it. And what does that mean from a business point of view? Well, guess what? It means people are going to keep coming back to this well to get more, because you can't get Dr. Wallach's stuff anywhere else. This is why people buy Rolexes, because you can't get them anywhere else. This is why people buy, Dom Perignon, because you can't get it anywhere else, and it's not the same as the cheap stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dr. Peter Glidden. This is Fire Your MD Now. I'm talking to Mike Randolph. Stick around. More to come. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Dr. Peter Glidden, your friendly neighborhood naturopath, your steadfast advocate for health. If you have a health question, you're going to have to hold on to it until the top of the second hour, when I'm going to tell you why Valerie Harper's diagnosis of brain cancer should make you tremble in your boots. Right now, we're talking to Mike Randolph from the Longevity Company. And if you have a question about your longevity business, about something you need to tweak in your longevity business, you have a business building question, give us a call. We're going to take, we're going to do a little three-way conversation here to help you figure it out. 866-582-9933 is the number to call. That's 866-582-9933. So the situation here, Mike, is that everybody's sick. Everybody is a potential longevity customer. And longevity is one of the very few network marketing companies that actually has stuff that has integrity. The whole company was built on the model of helping people. That's why Dr. Wallach chose to have it as a network marketing company in the first place. Looking forward here, really, there's nothing but blue sky.
Talking about blue sky, I'm listening to you talk about these things, and I'm just thinking about really what differentiates longevity, not just from other direct sales companies, but really is differentiating us from other health and wellness companies and other companies in corporate America, is we truly have products that not only do people need, but they want them. It's interesting, the pharmaceutical industries, they've gotten people hooked. They've gotten people addicted to their product. Their MDs are forcing them to stay on these products. And I love listening to the disclaimers and disclosures that, whatever you do, don't stop taking this right away. You're going to jump out of the next
Side effects could
window.
include death. Right.
Yeah, what a side effect that is. The side effect of becoming a business builder with longevity is you'll become less reliant on the medical industry, and you'll become less reliant on corporate America, because your bank account, we pay people 10 different ways, Doc, and we pay a minimum of 5 times a month. 5 times a month, 10 different ways. Some months we pay 6 times. It depends on, how many Fridays are in the month. And it is a spectacular thing. And talking about the just the ethical standards of this company. Not only do the products have to be the best, but we're proud to say, and we're coming up on 17, 18 years in business, we've never been late paying our distributors their commissions. And even when commissions come up on at a strange time, like on a Sunday or sometimes even on a Saturday, or if there's a holiday coming, I remember just this past Christmas, Steve Wallach, our CEO, he goes, Christmas is coming. And he challenged our accounting department, and he challenged everyone in the company to get the commissions done as quickly as possible, and he paid everyone in the company early. And he just wanted everyone to have that money before the Christmas holiday and before all the goodies were gone or whatever people were trying to track down at the local malls. And that just says something about the integrity and about the character of a company. It goes all the way down to the core. And,
it's really true. Who else does that? Nobody else does that. And Youngevity is a big company that's run like a small family, and it really is. And it has a lot of integrity. Has nothing but integrity, quite frankly. It's been around for 17 years. It's going to be around forever. Dr. Wallach founded this company to change the way that medicine is practiced in the free world. Youngevity is here for the long run. Now, didn't something interesting just happen to Youngevity's stock? Didn't the stock just go up?
Well, stock goes up and stock goes down, but we're definitely getting the attention of the investment world. We're in the process. I'm not sure exactly what stage, but we're moving from what's called a pink sheet exchange, whatever that is, to a larger stock exchange. And one of the unique programs that we have here at Youngevity is we offer the ability for any distributor that joins our organization and steps up to what we call the CEO qualification. You guys can find out more about that on our website. It's a simple thing to do. We give them stock options. The CEOs of corporate America get to exercise stock options. We offer our CEO distributors the same ability. And I will tell you, we have awarded not just hundreds of thousands, multiple hundreds of thousands. We may even be approaching 1 million now in stock options.
And that beats a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. Stick around. Sing along. I know you are. I know you love to do it. I'm picturing in my mind Youngevity Nation humming that tune, walking down the street. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dr. Peter Glidden speaking with my friend and Youngevity guy, Mike Randolph, about the Youngevity business opportunity. Now, Mike, years ago, Youngevity, in its relationship to business builders, there was a curious phenomenon that existed. Most people who became business builders with Youngevity and money makers with Youngevity did not come in to the company to become money makers or business builders. They came into the company just for the health benefit, for the health opportunity. And then they had such remarkable results with the health opportunity that they started talking about it to all of their friends and the family members, because who wouldn't do that? And then the little light bulb went off in their head and they said, holy smokes, I'm going to be doing this anyway. I might as well get paid for it. So most of the people historically that were the big money earners in Youngevity didn't come in to be big money earners. They came in for the health opportunity, and certainly that paradigm still exists. But also what's starting to happen now is a fundamental phase shift, I believe. More and more and more and more people are coming into Youngevity primarily for the business opportunity, and that's an interesting thing.
It is interesting, but history doesn't ever really go away. We have just launched a new campaign. It's a marketing campaign. It's a business building campaign, but it feeds right into your grassroots campaign. We call it the Healthy Body Challenge, and it's a way to embrace both the business builder-minded people, the ones that want to come here and build a business, selling good products, and it also embraces the people that really just want the health benefits of the product. So we have different phases to this. It starts out with taking the Healthy Body Challenge, which really you just pick your Healthy Body Pack. We have a plethora of those. They all include the Healthy Start Pack, which is the basic 90 essential nutrients that our bodies need. We have some other, as Dr. Wallach refers to, as secret sauce. We've added into some of those packs. But even customers, Doc, they want a way to get free product. And that's what people discovered years ago is, hey, if I just go out and I tell a few people about these health benefits, if I let people know what's happening to me and the changes that I'm going through, they're going to take advantage of it too. Well, we even let our customers, people that say, no, I just want to be a customer. I'm not a distributor. I don't want to sell product. I don't want to teach people how to build business. I just want to be a consumer. We let them, if they refer 3, their next month pack is free. We'll give them a free Healthy Start Pack every single month as long as they keep referring people. And usually what happens is people go, wait a second, free is great, but how can I get paid? How can I take this to the next level? And that's where promoting the Healthy Body Challenge comes into play. That's where the business builders really get fired up, because we have such a simple, fundamental, duplicable process that we teach people and that we go through. And it starts with Dr. Wallach's 90 for Life message, and it flows through the Healthy Body Challenge. And before you know it, people are getting free product. They're getting free cars. They're getting free recognition. They're getting blazers. They're getting jackets. They're getting bonuses. They're getting lifestyle dream vacations. They're headed to Vegas, and they get swept up in it. And, of course, the business builders go, well, I knew that all along. And the product users, they go, this is absolutely fantastic. So we convert both the staunch business builder into a product evangelist, and we can convert the product evangelist into pretty decent business builders all at the same time with this simple system.
Well, I mean, it's remarkable, right? And the fact of the matter is that let's say you're purchasing, I don't know, $200 worth of nutritional supplements a month from GNC or from your local health food store or Whole Foods or wherever. All right, so $200 a month, and that's $2,400 a year. So it's been 12 months, and you've just spent $2,400, and you go down to your local GNC, and you've got all your receipts, and you show them to the manager of GNC and say, hey, buddy, I just spent $2,400 in this store this year. What are you going to give me for this? And maybe he's going to give you a coupon for, 10% off your next order, or 1 bottle of free vitamin C with every order over $50, or something niddly and piddly and stupid. You've invested, you've given him a lot of money and a lot of business, and there's no possibility of him giving you $2,400 back. But with longevity, there is. With longevity, there is. As a business builder, just doing it leisurely, you can easily, within 3 months, start getting your products for free. 2 weeks ago, I had a 7-year-old girl. She's 7 years old, from Seattle. She's a senior executive marketing director with the help of her mother, right? She's getting a couple of $100 worth of product free a month. She's 7 years old. Now, for goodness sake, folks, if a 7-year-old can do it, do you think that you can do it? Well, the answer is yes, because this is the fundamental sticking point, the fundamental axis around which Longevity Nation turns. In order to have a successful longevity business, all you need to do is learn our simple system. You don't even have to know how to spell the word vitamin to have a successful longevity business. All you need to do is be coachable and learn our simple system. And Mike, simple systems really are magic.
They are, and we've adopted simple systems that work all around the world. If you buy a new, I would say VCR, boy, I just dated myself. Let's say you go out and you buy that new Blu-ray player. It usually comes with this big book, and you grab the book and you look at it and you go, oh my goodness, it'll take a college degree to understand what's in that book. And people always look for that quick start guide. That one sheet thing that just shows the color of the plugs and where they go and where the on-off button is. We have cooked our business down to something that simple. We have the Simple System Quick Start Guide. It's just a little pamphlet, and it walks you through every every step of building your business, what you need to do, where you need to go, what you need to do it, the phone calls you need to listen to, the places to go on the website if you want to learn more about this or that or the other thing. The bottom line is a 7-year-old can do it. And sometimes I think a 27-year-old or a 37-year-old or a 47-year-old can't do it because, you know what, as we get older, we start thinking too much. We start taking our corporate America mindset and our corporate America training. We start applying it to this simple business model, and we do everything we can to complicate it, to make it more difficult, to set ourselves up for failure. You have a 7-year-old that has reached really one of our mid-level ranks, Senior Executive Marketing Director, which that's not just a free product position, let's put it that way. I mean, that is a decent income, certainly a greater income than the average 7-year-old. We'll leave it at that. Some for the, you know, that's not lemonade stand money. Let's just put it that way. And Doc, I got to tell you, the biggest hurdle, the pitfall that we come across is this business is so powerful and that the income has such great potential that we feel inherently, based on our training, based on what life has taught us, that anything where you can make that much money or where you can do that much good for people must be complicated. So we do everything we can to complicate it, to try to rationalize that training. The bottom line is it's really the simplest thing you'll ever do. And
well, you know, I couldn't agree more, Mike. And this is, you know, again, you know, the microcosm reflects the macrocosm, and these are the two sides of the same coin. One of my CDs is called Healing is Easy, because it is. And this is the other side to the coin, that we have been culturally conditioned to think that making a fortune is a really complicated, difficult thing to do, and you have to have a, you know, an MBA from, you know, Harvard in order to be able to play with the big boys and make $50,000 a month, make $100,000 a month, make $200,000 a month. You really have to know what you do, and you really have to have a PhD or an MBA to do that. It's nonsense. You don't. You need to unlearn what you've learned, and we think that healing is a complicated, sophisticated process that can only happen in multi-million-dollar high-tech facilities directed by MDs, and that's also nonsense. Surgery is complicated. Surgery is complicated. But healing is easy. Making a fortune is easy. Working at a job is tough. Because you work at a job, you're going to shrink your dreams to fit your budget. You work with longevity, you're going to grow your business to fit your dreams. And that is a fundamental paradigm shift that is extremely compelling once you wrap your mind around it. And really, the thing that excites me so much about longevity is results. Because, you know, we can talk a blue streak, right? And, you know, you can go to 100 vitamin lectures in 1 month, and everybody standing up at the front of the room is going to tell you that their stuff is the best stuff. And you can go to 100 different network marketing presentations, and everybody will tell you that their compensation plan is the best. But when you line them up side by side and compare them, when you actually put them under the microscope and look to see, well, what type of results have you gotten from, you know, this stuff, and what type of payout do you get from this stuff, and how much do you have to pay in to get paid out, et cetera, et cetera. When you compare everything, donuts to donuts, apples to apples, Longevity's compensation plan, Longevity's products are right on the top of the heap every single time. And this is why longevity grows with such lightning speed. For goodness sake, a 400% increase in company growth in 2012, I mean, that's unheard of, especially in an economy like this.
And especially at a time when people are scrapping and saving for every penny. You know, the amazing thing is, Doc, and you point this out every day, is staying healthy is so much less expensive than letting yourself get sick.
Boy, it's really the truth. I mean, just look at Valerie Harper. I'm going to be talking about her at the top of the hour. An ounce of prevention in this case is worth a ton of cure. And it's an interesting thing to talk about, because the people that you lean on for medical advice, the people that we lean on here for medical help in the United States, the MDs, interestingly enough, have not been trained in how to make you healthy. They don't practice health care. For goodness sake, if they practice health care, we'd be getting healthier. They're trained in disease management. And, you know, disease management is appropriate for some things, but for most of the things that most people go to the doctor for, disease management is just a poor solution. And because we've become culturally inclined to believe anything that comes out of the mouth of the MD, we put up with substandard, you know, Machiavellian medical mediocrity. We do. We have become the Salieri's of medicine. Salieri, of course, was the guy who was under Mozart, and he was always eclipsed by Mozart's genius, and he was just this mediocre pianist compared to Mozart. Well, that's what we've become. We've become addicted to mediocrity here because we don't know there's a different way. And this is why longevity is such a fantastic thing. Because not only do we get involved with people's health, but we also get involved with people's wealth. But we do it in an extremely pragmatic, fundamentally results-oriented way. And when you produce results with your health, you're going to start to tell everybody in your life about it. You do that for free. Like we say here, ladies and gentlemen, longevity is going to pay you to do what you would do for free. It's very exciting, and you don't know what you're missing. Welcome back, everybody. Dr. Peter Glidden here, your friendly neighborhood naturopath, your steadfast advocate for health. Coming up at the top of the next segment, I'm going to tell you why Valerie Harper's recent diagnosis of brain cancer should have you terrified. If you were terrified and sleepless a number of years ago because of the economic downturn and you were getting sleepless nights, you should be sweating bullets now because of what just happened to Valerie Harper, and I'm going to dial that in for you in about 15 minutes at 6 after the hour at the top of the next segment. Talking with Mike Randolph, the Vice President of Leadership Development at the Longevity Company, about all things longevity, especially the business opportunity. So, Mike, in the last 4.5 minutes of this segment, what would you like to say to people interested in network marketing and thinking about getting their feet wet with longevity?
Well, first of all, I would say if you're interested in network marketing or a home-based business or direct sales, or if you just want to make some extra money on the side, folks, be choosy. Be very choosy. Make sure that you don't let your name get associated with something that's cheesy, so be choosy. There's a lot of so-called opportunities out there that come and go. Of course, I've been in this industry now for 21 years. I've seen a lot of companies come and a lot of companies go. And, I love these folks that go talk about, this brand new ground floor, entry-level opportunity. We're in a pre-launch and we're going to get you involved, and we're hoping to launch in 6 months or something like that. When someone does a pre-launch like that and they're hoping to do something in 6 months, that means they don't really know what the heck they're going to do. That's a company that is focused on the compensation system first and the product second. If you're looking for something that's get rich quick, you know what? Please don't look at longevity. Longevity is not get rich quick. Longevity is here for the long haul. The company's been here since 1997. We've stood the test of time. We've gone through economic ups. We've gone through economic downs. And one of the worst years in the American economy in history is the year that we grew over 300% in 1 year. So if you want to hook your wagon to something that's going to be there, not just tomorrow, but next month, next year, 10 years from now, if you want to build a legacy for your kids, for your grandkids, and for your grandkids' grandkids, take a closer look at longevity. Plug into our system. Don't let corporate America outsmart you. Don't let convention sway you away. Just plug into something simple, follow the system, do what it says, and you will get the results. And we talk about this all the time, Doc. Longevity doesn't pay people to put time in anywhere. We pay for results. You can decide how long it takes you to achieve the results. If it takes you 10 years, 1 year, 10 months, 10 days or 10 minutes. We don't care. When you achieve the result, you get paid. We're going to teach you how to leverage the efforts of others. We're going to teach you how to touch hundreds of thousands of people in a very positive way without having to do that directly. Network marketing, direct sales, truly is the wave of the future. It's coming back around. Remember, conventional business and conventional media, conventional advertising has really only been around for a little while. We're using the time-tested methods that have been here for thousands of years.
Thousands of years, ladies and gentlemen.
Works.
That beats a poke in the eye with a sharp stick, doesn't it? I mean, thousands of years building a legacy. By the way, if you have a longevity business, it's willable to your kids. Willable to your kids. I've been getting into Downton Abbey, that show on, PBS, or it's a British broadcasting thing, and it's about the aristocracy in the 20th century. And, they inherited all this stuff, and they passed it on to their kids, and they passed it on to their kids. Millions of dollars. So wouldn't it be great to do that with the longevity business? If you put the work in with network marketing, 10, 20, 30 years from now, it's going to be nothing but blue sky for you and all your relatives. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dr. Peter Glidden. Mike Randolph, thanks so much for your time. It's always fun when you stick around. Thanks for coming, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me, Doc. We'll see you next week, buddy.
All right, I'll look forward to it. Coming up at the top of the next segment, why Valerie Harper's brain cancer should have you terrified. I'm Dr. Peter Glidden. This is Fire Your MD Now.